Principle number two, loud opinions often mask internal insecurities. So think about a meeting you've been in recently. There's always been that one person who has something to say about everything. Every ideal gets challenged. Every suggestion questioned. Every discussion turns into a debate. At one point, the energy in the room starts to kind of shift. I mean, people stop engaging. You see people's eyes, they just drop to the table. The conversation is no longer about solving problems, it's about surviving the room. Most professionals assume that kind of behavior, well, that signals confidence. Disagree. See, but in many situations, it's signaling something else entirely. Here's what I want to unpack for you, family. True confidence doesn't need an audience. Confident professionals don't need to dominate every conversation because they already know their value. They don't need the room to confirm what they already know. But when someone feels uncertain about their position, their competency, or whether they truly belong, they kind of overcompensate. They talk more, they challenge everything, not because they're strong, but because the noise is the only tool they have to hide the doubt. Quiet confidence doesn't perform for the room. You know what it does? It does read the room. You know what it does? It speaks when the moment is genuinely required for direction, not validation. I like that, family. Why is it important? Understanding the pattern changes how you read every room you walk into. When you see when you see someone performing loudly, you stop feeling threatened. You start seeing clearly, and when you resist the urge to match that energy, you immediately separate yourself from the noise, which is exactly where leadership credibility is built. Experiment with these actionable tips. Observe before you engage. I want you to ask yourself, is this conversation moving us toward a solution or towards dominance? See, if it's towards dominance, there's no point of us playing this game. I'm not going to allow you to play in my face. So the person who understands the room will always have more power than the person who is trying to control it. I want you to sit and think with that for a moment. Next one, let your silence do the work first. Next time someone is performing loudly, stay quiet, hold your posture, stay present. Then when the moment is right, when the offer is clear. Yeah, I'm laughing because this is when we get direct observation. That single moment will do more for you in a leadership reputation than 10 defensive rebuttals ever could. Here's my professional insight. The professionals who earn the deepest respect are rarely the loudest ones. They're the ones who demonstrate something far more rare: discipline under pressure. They listen when it would be easier to argue. They pause when the instinct is, okay, I'm sorry, to react. And then they finally speak. The room, it gets quiet because people have learned that when they speak, it matters. It's not personality. This is a skill you can develop deliberately. You don't have to win every argument in the room to earn influence in the room. Some of the most respected leaders have mastered something most professionals never learn. They know exactly when not to argue, which brings us to the next principle.